Hey friends, we are actually going to talk about turf. So there are various kind of turfs in the market and we want to know how to select the right kind of turf for the sports you want to play. There are basically turfs are used outdoors. So basically all the outdoor games, which is football, it can be cricket practice pitch, it can be hockey, it can be tennis artificial turf grounds, it can be handball, it can be even running tracks in schools and all, and everywhere they are using artificial turf, which are also called synthetic turf. They are also called sometimes astroturf. They are also called sometimes football turf. They are also called hockey turf or a tennis turf. So let's talk about how we select the right kind of product for your sports. So in schools, generally is one ground. So in that ground, the most popular game is football and athletics. Sometimes it is volleyball. Sometimes also it is sport like hockey or tennis. So tennis is always going to be a sport where we are going to give a separate enclosure where it is all we have chain link fencing in which we put concrete, and on top we are putting this kind of a turf on tennis. This is an ITF approved. So in tennis, generally this is the turf which we use. It is a sand filled turf. Sand filled turf means it will give the pleasure of playing on a clay court. It has a life of 7 to 8 years. Generally it is in 15 mm. It has 8000 plus detects, and it can have a very good playability for especially children and adults because it is a slow paced turf. The ball bounce is perfect to your waist, so you can play a very good game of tennis on this. So this is the best turf for tennis, which is sand filled, and it can come in various colors. So the inner can be blue, outer can be green, inner can be green, outer can be clay, so or a red clay. So this is the product for tennis. Now let's talk about a product which is for hockey. Hockey is generally a texturized product, which is like texturized yarn. It is a monofilament which is basically texturized because it needs a perfect roll of and perfect passing of the ball. So this is can be played with water filled. So if you have seen international level hockeys, they are playing on water filled. So water will reduce the frictions and the ball moves very well, and people don't get hurt when they are falling on water. But it can also be dry, it can also be sand filled. So hockey turf is something which is 13 to 18 mm, and it is texturized. It is like a very smooth surface. And the most popular, of course, is football. Football, this turf is the most popular, which is a 50 mm to 60 mm turf, where you put silica sand below and rubber on top. So if you fall, slide, tackle, or jump, you don't get hurt. But it has rubber infill which gets hot, so it is not advisable to play in very extreme heat conditions. And you can also put different kind of infills, which can be cork, which can be organic, which can be green rubber, which can be natural rubber, but of course they are more expensive. There's another product which we have brought in and we have put it in many schools, is non-infill football turf, where you can also run. It has been used in schools like modern school and British schools and all those kind of schools where they don't want a SBR filled product, where because SBR filled product becomes very hot. So this is a very good product. You can of course put shock pad below so that it is more cushiony, and it is just filled with silica sand but no rubber infill product, which is called non-infill product. It is a very high density, very high detects, around 19,000 detects. Density is around 24,000 stitches per square meter, and it is around 30 to 35 mm, so it doesn't bend when you are playing. It remains straight. It has a vertical memory, which is very, very good. So these are the kind of turfs which we use in sports, and you should know what to select for your facility. Of course, there is then hybrid also, where we put turf, and in turf we put sand, and then we put real natural grass growing out of artificial grass. So this is something which is a totally different. New clubs, new international clubs are using hybrid turf, but of course they are more expensive, and it needs more maintenance. So today this was the series for turf. I hope you gained some knowledge. Thank you very much.